I was barely conscious when she said it. Tubes in my arm, ribs cracked from the crash, mind fogged by morphine. I sold your little toy car to pay for my cruise, my wife's mother said, standing over me with that sour smile. You should thank me. It was just collecting dust anyway. She laughed. Laughed. My wife didn't even flinch. 5 minutes later, the phone on the nightstand buzzed. My wife answered, "Hello." A man's voice boomed through the speaker. "Ma'am, this is Randall from St. James Motors. You just sold us a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. That vehicle is worth $10 million. We've contacted the police. They're on their way." Her face drained like milk pouring from a broken jug. I didn't need to speak. I just watched. She always called me a sentimental fool for keeping that car, but that car was my father's, one of only 36 ever made. When he died, it was the only thing he left me. And I restored every inch with my own hands. My wife knew that. Her mother knew that. They also knew it wasn't just a car. It was the one place where I felt close to him. And now they had sold it for a goddamn cruise. 2 weeks earlier, I had been rear-ended on the freeway. A semi plowed into me, pushed my car under an overpass. I was in a coma for 3 days. My wife cried. My mother-in-law moved in. When I woke up, they were already acting different. My garage key was gone. My phone wiped clean. Then came the brag, the smug little confession. And just like that, I wasn't just healing, I was hunting. My recovery took a backseat to planning. I replayed everything. Her voice, the gloating, the call from the dealer. That was the slip. She didn't know what she'd sold. They thought it was just a dusty red car. They hadn't even put it in her name, which made what she did grand theft auto, and worse. I pulled strings from the hospital bed, called Randall, the dealer, confirmed it. The car was untouched. He smelled something off the moment she walked in with a flimsy handwritten title transfer, so he stalled. I told him everything. He agreed to help. Then I called my attorney. 2 days later, I was released. Walked through the door on crutches. My wife looked shocked, not happy, not relieved, just panicked. Her mother had gone. Cruise time. Where's the car? I asked. It wasn't running, she stammered. Mom thought. Stop talking, I said. She stopped. That night, I moved my things into the guest room. Pretended to be fragile. Pretended to be forgiving. She bought it. But every moment I was working, digging. Bank statements, texts, hidden accounts. The cruise wasn't the only thing they bought. Jewelry, spa visits, a down payment on a condo. All funded by pawning off pieces of my life. I filed a report with the police, quietly. Then I set a trap. See, the car. It was equipped with a vintage GPS module synced to a satellite. Most people wouldn't know it, but I did. I tracked every move. Randall played his part. He stalled the sale, then called my mother-in-law, claiming the buyer had upped the offer. I've got a collector from Dubai, he said. Cash, but he wants to meet the original owner. She agreed, greedy and blind. We met at the dealership. I wore a suit, my cane, my calm. She walked in, all perfume and pearls, didn't even blink when she saw me. Oh, she scoffed. You made it. Where's my car? I asked. My car, she corrected. Sold it fair and square. Don't be petty. You forged my signature. You can't prove that. Then Randall stepped out. Behind him, 2 uniformed officers and my lawyer. My mother-in-law froze. Randall held up the original title, signed by me a decade ago. Notarized, logged, verified. Then he showed them the forged version she brought. I didn't even have to speak. The cops did. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for grand theft auto, fraud, and possession of stolen property." My wife showed up just as they put her mother in cuffs. She screamed, cried, begged. I didn't know. She told me it was junk. "Save it," I said. She dropped to her knees. "You let her steal the last thing my father gave me." "I didn't mean." "You watched her do it, and you let her spend the money while I was in a coma." Silence. "I want a divorce." The fallout was swift. The car, safe and sound, never left the dealer's showroom. My mother-in-law, convicted. Plea deal got her 18 months, 3 years probation, and a public record that'll stain every job interview from here on. My wife tried to fight the prenup, lost. She got nothing. I even reclaimed the condo, bought it outright, flipped it, donated the proceeds to a children's hospital in my dad's name. Now I drive the GTO once a week, Sundays, just like he did. They thought I was weak because I was quiet, because I waited, because I let them speak first. But revenge is best served with silence, with timing, with a signature on the right line and a witness in the right place. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't throw a punch. I just opened the door and let the truth walk in. They boarded that cruise thinking they'd stolen my peace. I made sure they never saw the shore.